Oh, see, I really like your headphones.
Thank you. They're
You just
new,
got them.
obviously.
Yeah, this is good.
Mm.
Okay, should we start? The two least serious people ever.
What if you said the opening message this time?
Okay, I will.
You
Are we
only
ready
get 2
then?
chances, though.
Okay, ready? What is the
Yes.
biggest? Okay, you doesn't count as blood.
I'm trying. I know. I'm trying. Okay, I'm shutting up now.
Hang on, I have to compose myself. I can't.
Uh,
What is the biggest part of Paralympic sport? Is the part that you never see. I'm Grace Snoofer.
And I'm Olivia Chambers.
We're Paralympic swimmers, but this isn't a podcast about the medals.
It's about the stories people don't expect, the ones that don't make the highlight reel.
This is Optical Delusion, telling the stories that we didn't see coming and you probably didn't either.
Each episode, we're sitting down with Paralympic athletes and people with disabilities to talk honestly about identity, sport, failure, success, and everything in between.
No inspirational cliches and no watered down narratives.
Just real stories told by the people who live them.
Yeah. We're so professional here.
You guys
Hello,
are so
Peter.
professional. You should get a podcast studio, like with the
Oh my God, that'd be so fun.
or like you know how like the Kelsey brothers do it, and it's like, but it's like in their home, but it's like a studio.
Yeah.
Mm.
The first time we recorded like a practice run, it like took pictures of us and all you saw was like an eyeball,
It
a
was like,
forehead.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was so bad. They did us dirty.
Okay.
Okay, we should probably
Okay.
introduce Ahalya.
Ready? Okay.
Yes.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Optical Delusion. We are so excited you decided to tune in today, and today we have a very special guest.
We're here with another para swimmer, 2-time Paralympian and Paralympic medalist, Ahalya Lettenberger.
Yay! Welcome, Ahalya. We're so glad you said yes to joining us today.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so as we're getting into it, how about you just give the listeners a little rundown, a little like cliff notes of your story as an individual, an athlete, and your disability and class, just all the things so they know who you are as we get into the next questions.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yes, I'm Ahalya. I am a Paralympic swimmer. I represented Team USA in Tokyo and Paris, and in Tokyo I won silver in the 200 IM SM7. So I'm a
Get
7,
it?
SM7, no, S7, SB6, SM7. And my disability, I was born with a condition called arthrogryposis amyoplasia. So that's a mouthful, but basically it's like it's a muscular skeletal disorder from birth, and it causes like muscle weakness and range of motion impairment in both of my legs. So from like the hips down. So my hips, they like never really fully formed. So I have like what's called hip dysplasia. So like very little range of motion in my hips, and then my knees only passively bend to about like 90 degrees, and then my ankles I can't move at all. And then yeah. So basically I use like a manual wheelchair most of the time to get around, and then I can walk short distances with like leg braces. And yeah, outside of swimming, I I went to Rice University for undergrad. I swam there and I studied biomedical engineering. And then currently well, I'm doing 2 masters in the UK. My first one was in sport biomechanics, and this one's in disability design and innovation. And I'm still swimming here, so that's where we're at.
When you were talking, so OC and I were talking about this with our last interviewee. Um, I obviously, me and Ahalia, for those who are listening, were roommates in Paris, and we were also roommates in Singapore. If you would have asked me, and even after listening to you talk, I would not have been able to tell anyone what your disability was. And
Yeah, me
even
neither.
after you just said it, I don't think I could repeat it to you, which is so cool that we're in a team and we're so involved with each other, but, like, you don't really, like, know the in and outs of what everyone goes and deals with and, like, the specifics of it, I guess.
Yeah, that's so true. I feel like
Mhm.
yeah, nobody really you don't really talk about it that much, like, everybody sees each other, and then you're just like, "Yeah, we're all disabled."
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much it.
No,
Yeah.
literally. You also said your wheelchair and, again, when we were roommates in Paris, I literally core memory is you running that thing into the wall multiple times a day, and there being
Oh,
drywall on the ground in our Paris, like, apartment.
I
It was tight
yeah,
in there.
It was
Oh,
tight
it
in
face.
is.
there.
But yeah, that was my bad. Sorry to whoever had to live there or something.
Oh my gosh. Well, yes, thank you for introducing yourself. Obviously, like we just said, it was a good refresher for OC and I as well too.
Oh,
So you mentioned rice and how you swam there. So can you just tell us a little bit about like what it's like to be a para swimmer on an able-bodied collegiate team and kind of just what your experience was like?
yeah. My experience at Rice was, like, incredible, but it was definitely a journey to get there. For, like, the listeners who don't know, the NCAA is it's pretty inaccessible, like, for para swimmers and para athletes of all sports, but we know swimming best. So, like, for me, I because I basically don't use my legs when I swim, like, I'm a lot slower than my able-bodied teammates or whatever. So getting recruited to swim in college was, like, really hard because, um, even though I was, like, training for Tokyo and I had, like, been to world championships, there were not very many coaches that wanted me on their team because they didn't 1, they didn't understand, like, para swimming. 2, they just saw my times and were like, "She's so slow. Why would we have her?" And 3, there's, like, no infrastructure for us to, like, score points or go to, like, NCAA championships, so, like, there was really no incentive, like, for people to take me on. So I was, like, fortunate enough, like, Seth at Rice, like, my coach, he like, was amazing and wanted me on the team and, like, saw my value outside of, like, the points I could score, and so, yeah, it was definitely, like, an adjustment. I was, like, the only para swimmer at Rice, the only para swimmer they'd ever had, and so it was, like, a lot of adjusting, practices, like, if they were doing kick sets, I was, like, pulling or doing something else, adjusting, like, lengths and things so that I could kind of, like, be integrated because that was a big thing I advocated for was, like, I really like being, like, integrated as much as possible. Um, but yeah, it was amazing. I spent, like, 4 years there and then an extra year because of I had an extra year of eligibility, so I spent 5 years there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Grace and I obviously both competed collegiately, but I think it's different for us because we are like more, I guess, able-bodied because it's like our eyes that are messed up. But like it was interesting to hear because I got, and Grace, correct me if I'm wrong, we both got recruited as like I guess able-bodied, you would say. Like I didn't share that I was blind until
Mhm,
I
yeah.
got there, and I was like, hey, there's this little thing about me I can't really see.
No, because I did the same
And
thing. I was on a recruiting call with my coach. It was, like, one of the last ones we had, and I was like, "Oh, by the way, I can't see." And he was like, "No, I know." And I was like, "What? I didn't." He's like, "I know." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay."
I know I was like on my call and like an eye patch and like cross-eyed. I'm like, just so you know. But yeah, so there are a bunch of like great college coaches out there who are willing to, you know, adapt workouts and work with you. Cause there's actually my college coaches who are like, you should do para
Yeah.
and things like that. So that's always refreshing to see, but definitely need to like get the word out there more with college. And I think we should like figure out a way for para swimmers to be able to like score points and be able to go to NCAAs and things like that. But
Yeah,
I,
I
I
was
don't even know where to
literally
start.
just having a conversation today. Well, like, we'll get into this, but my master's program right now is, like, disability design and innovation, and today our lecture was on, like, London 2012 and how, like, that was, at the time, like, the most inclusive Paralympic Games, like, the legacy that it set, and, my professor I had, like oh my gosh, this is really getting into things, but, like, we
I
we
love
are
it.
doing a project that's, like, basically just, like, pick a problem and solve it. And I had put down like college swimming or college athletics and how they should be more inclusive for uh, para athletes. And basically, I'm gonna do like a whole project on that. And
Oh.
yeah, it's crazy because like in the UK, it's such an inclusive system. Like that was one of the reasons I wanted to come here. Was like last year I swam for my university, and like at their version of NCAAs, like, I got to go, I got to score points, like, they really wanted me on the team because, like, I could score so many points for the university and, like, being able to contribute like that, I mean, it's just
Oh
amazing,
my
and I feel
gosh.
like there's systems out there, like, the UK does it, I think, like, Australia does it, like, there's systems in place that'd be so easy to integrate, like, in the US, but anyways, that was a rant.
No, okay, let's back up a few steps. So, you graduated from Rice with a degree in, was it biomechanics?
Biomedical engineering.
Okay, you know what?
Close
That's
enough.
enough.
Close enough. It sounds like it's the same thing. It's probably not. Never mind.
Yeah, it's, like, similar.
So tell us how you went from graduating there to, as you alluded to, now being in the UK. What was that process? What are you doing now? Give the rundown.
Yeah, so, like, the reason I wanted to do biomedical engineering was because I really wanna, like, design assistive technology and, like, what I always say in, like, my essays, but, like, what I always say is, like, swimming helped me, like, accept my disability and embrace it, and, like, I wanna give back to other, like, people with disabilities and, like, my passion for that is, like, in engineering and medicine, and so, like, using that to design, like, really cool technologies that kind of, like, challenge the limits and, like, perceptions of disability. Um, but yeah, how I got to the UK, I don't even know exactly how I found out about things. I think I was, like, exploring options for yeah, what I wanted to do, like, leading into Paris, but then I ended up staying at Rice. But, I got, like, this scholarship called the Marshall Scholarship, which, like, funds, students from the US to pursue, like, master's degrees or graduate degrees in the UK, and so I got that, and that was really awesome, and yeah, like I said, like, the reason I wanted to come here was because of kind of because of the legacy of London 2012 and how that kind of, like, changed not only their, like, parasport system, but also just, like, disability inclusion and, like, awareness in general here, and I, like, just wanted to experience that and be able to, like, bring some of that back when I came back to the US. But yeah, last year I studied, yeah, sport biomechanics, so that was, like that's, like, how the study of human movement, and then this year is disability design and innovation, which is, like, looking at assistive technology and, like, disability innovation from, like, a wider lens. So it's, like, from policy to theory to engineering and, like, how all of that can kind of link together, which is really cool.
Oh my gosh. I know we're like good friends, but I don't think I tell you enough how cool I think you are because just even listening to you talk about it, like not only do you have such a passion, which is like so insane and like awe-inspiring upon itself, but just like how you're using it and what you're studying, like it just I could actually probably listen to you talk about it for hours because I don't know,
Thanks.
like being in this space, you experience like these adversities or like equity struggles like up front and then hearing like what you're doing in school and how you're navigating trying to bring positive change. I'm hats off to you. That's just so
Aw.
cool.
It's so cool to hear about. I feel like I kind of knew what you were doing, but honestly, really wasn't sure. But whoa, that's neat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
That's
just
so funny.
off in the
Oh,
UK studying it up in my mind.
Ahalya will post pictures of a new like European city every week. I'm like, what is
So
she doing out
true, so
there?
true.
She's a world
I know,
traveler
it's like,
now.
am I studying? But I am, I swear.
Oh my gosh. So, I guess more recently, I would love to hear about this project you did.
The project that I interviewed you for?
Right, right, that one, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, my master's is, like, very much integrating, like, different sides and to different, like, disciplines in the end goal of, like, creating innovation for disability. essentially. But my one class, it's very project based. We like do projects in every class. So like just like the project that I'm about to do on like college athletics. But this one was more like a little more like designy. And we had to look at how to help. We had to design something for, we had to pick a hidden disability and then design something that would help people with that hidden disability like disclose their impairment in a specific setting. So it's like you pick the disability, you pick the setting. And my group decided to do low vision. So like visual impairments that people you can't tell they have, not visible. That's hard to like
They don't
say
have a cane
together.
or anything, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, like, they don't use a cane. Yeah, exactly.
No
And
mahi.
no
No mahi.
money, no guide dog, no cane. And also the cool thing, well, you guys, I'm sure, can talk about more, but, like, the cool thing is it can go between being a visible and an invisible disability because, like, you can either use the cane or you cannot. But anyways, that's not my expertise.
I was gonna say, I recently started using a cane, and sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't based on, like, how bright it is outside or if I'm in a familiar place, and just the way the general public perceives me as I'm navigating these spaces with or
Yes.
without a cane.
Yeah.
I could probably go into the depths of how different it is, but that is for another time.
Yeah.
Another
No.
podcast.
But it's so true. And like, yeah, so my group decided to look at low vision and specifically in the workplace. And we ended up like designing kind of this. Oh, well, first we interviewed a bunch of people with low vision and Grace was one of them. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to expose that,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
anyways.
Oh.
Great.
Grace
Okay,
was
I
not one of
I
them.
disclosed it. I disclosed it.
Yeah. So that was awesome. And yeah, we like designed this thing that could kind of like integrate into existing workplace platforms like Zoom or Microsoft Teams and basically be like an accessibility profile where like somebody could look at your Zoom page, see a little badge if you want. Like you get to pick what you want to disclose, but like and then they can see a little badge and click on it and it would say like what you want to say about your vision. So maybe like for Grace it would be like, "Oh, I might be like I might turn my camera off because I have to look really close to the camera." Or I can say, like,
Forehead shot.
"Please send me a
Yes.
copy of the slides," so that you're not having to advocate for yourself. It kind of puts the responsibility onto other people. And then another cool feature is, like, you can activate a vision simulator. So, like, somebody can go into your profile and then, like, click on a simulator, and it would, like, show kind of overlay it over, like, a Zoom or something and kinda, like, see what you see. Um, so yeah.
Ah,
That's so neat. That's
that is
so
really
cool.
neat.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
The number of
I
times
wanna know what
people
OC sees.
I know the number of times that people have been like, "So what can you see?"
It's like,
And I'm
I don't
like,
know what
"I
you
mean,
see.
I do,
You do,
kinda.
okay.
Yeah.
I I mean, yeah, like, I kind of remember I feel like I've kind of forgotten, though, how well people can see. Because like, they'll be like, "I can see that," and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's a superpower." Like, I don't remember being able to see that far, so I think I've just kind of, like, forgotten just for my own, like, sanity
Oh,
Yeah,
what
that's
because
people
fair.
used to see.
crazy, because I have no reference point of what someone with,
Yeah,
like,
that's insane.
20/20 sees, and it's like, some days I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what if I'm faking my blindness? Like, what if I'm really not that blind? Like, oh my gosh, guys, I shouldn't be a Paralympic swimmer." And then I'll have other days where I'm like, "How
My
are
god, I'm so
people
blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like I'll, like, wake up and I'll be like, I'm blind, and, like, have a bad day because of it, like, the ebbs and flows are crazy, so the simulator sounds so cool. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'd be awesome, like, to actually happen. Nice.
Okay, so you did a project. Moving on now, what does the future look like? What are your plans for after this master's program?
Oh boy. That's a great question. Well, right now I'm right now I'm in the midst of med school interviews, so the next step is most likely medical school. Yay.
Aw.
Yeah, like my dream would to be like a rehab doctor, but then also run like a lab or like a center for like disability innovation and kind of like merge those two. I think that'd be sick.
Oh.
So yeah, more school for me, which is crazy because yeah, I've already done a lot of school.
I was gonna say, how many years have you been in school?
Oh, oh my gosh, like okay, I won't count the year I did my 5th year at Rice because that was like a joke. Like, that was more just, like, swimming.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I'll
fair.
say 6. This was year 6. That's
Year
crazy.
Oh,
6.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's
then
insane.
Yeah,
med
I know.
school
But
is
yeah, and then, like, LA. Woo!
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Med school and training for LA, you're literally superwoman. That's
I
Yeah.
insane.
know. That's gonna be interesting, but I don't know. I think if I've learned anything, like, this past year and a half since Paris, it's like as I get older, okay, maybe this is bad to say, but, like, as I get older, I just like the less training I need. Like, I don't need to
Mhm.
be in the pool 20
That's
hours
fair.
a week anymore.
Mhm.
That would kill me. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah.
No, that's so fair. So what has training been like in the UK, I guess more recently since post world? Like, do you have a team out there? Like what's it looking like?
Yeah. Well, so last year I was training at my school, like, I was at Loughborough, which is, like it's which is fun to say. But it's, like,
Loughborough.
it's, like, the biggest sports school in the UK, so they have, like, a amazing swim team, like, Dan Whiffen was training there, like, they have, like,
Oh.
Olympians, and Paralympians, like, Tully I don't know if you guys know her. Tully Kearney swims there,
Mhm.
but
Oh.
yeah, like, she's a GB Paralympian. So that's pretty awesome because I feel like we don't really have that setup in the US anywhere where Olympians and Paralympians are, like, training together. So that was, like, really cool to experience. And yeah, that was, like, basically, like, swimming back home at, like at Rice. Like, it was, like, intense. I was swimming every day. Um, like, yeah, it was basically just intense. And then yeah, and then I went to Worlds, and then this year I like moved to London for my second program, and it's definitely been way more like on my own. I think I've been swimming with the school, but it's, like, different. It's like the team is, like, uh, student-led, like, there's no coach and stuff, and a lot of the time I just, like, go with my friends and we swim, which has been really nice. I definitely needed a break. Like, I really don't remember the last time I took more than, like, a 2-week break, to be honest. Like, I
Yeah.
think going I like, after even since, like, Tokyo after Tokyo, I think I took, like, a month off, but then I was in the NCAA I was at Rice, so, like, I went right back into the season and then
Mhm.
just kept going until Paris, and then after Paris, I moved here, so then I was at Loughborough, and then I kept going. So then this period, like, even though it hasn't been completely off, like, being able to swim, like, a few times a week and, like, not really worry about it, it's much needed, and it's definitely, like, revived my love for the sport, which I, like, desperately, like,
Good.
needed. I was, like,
That's
definitely burnt
nice.
out, so
That
Do
is
you
so positive.
do you ever let like a little British accent slip out every now and then?
I don't know about
Just
an
curious.
accent, but there's definitely words I say, like, what it's hard. Cause here now I've adopted words like flat, like, I'll be like, "My flatmate," and then I go home and my friends are like, "What? Why
What?
did you say that?" Or, like, lift instead of elevator, and so, yeah, it's,
Oh,
like, hard it's hard. I've definitely adopted words, but
Because
okay.
I just remember being in Manchester and I was there, what, like a week and a half, 2 weeks? And like even my mom, we would like speak to them in British accents, like,
oh,
and they could obviously tell they're very American.
I
I'm
oh
like, why am I doing this?
oh see, let's hear your British accent right
yeah,
now.
please.
It's actually really bad.
Come on.
Might be Australian too. Hello, how are you today? I'm doing great.
Oh, no.
Can you hold the lift for me?
That's that's brutal.
I know I said it wasn't good. They knew I was American, but like I couldn't help myself. I would just hear their accent and just feel the need to copy.
Oh my gosh. I
I
can't.
wish. I wish I'd, like, taken on a British accent at all. I
That
don't
would be
know.
so cool.
It was funny. Last year, I was, like, very against like, I don't know, it was like it made me more not patriotic, but more like, "I will not say words that they say." Like
I just think so.
I don't know. I love when we get to travel to international meets and meet other athletes from the different countries, and then just, like, hear the way they talk about things or the way they pronounce things. It's like, "Wait,
Yes.
like, this is so fun." And, like, especially how, like, in Singapore, all of the teams were in the same hotel.
Yeah, that was
That was fun.
crazy.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Ahalya, being roommates again, but I had so much fun in Singapore.
I know! It was so fun. Like, that was
And
one of the
yeah.
most fun meets we've had in a while, I think.
It
Mhm.
really was. It felt
Yeah.
like just so not like stressful. Like I don't know if that's bad to
Yeah.
say, but like I didn't feel like too like
Mhm.
ah,
It's like the
Yeah.
beginning of
bright
the
lights on you.
quad, everyone's feeling refreshed,
Yeah.
like yeah. Oh my gosh, and
Yeah, it
Ahalya, you
was
did really well.
yeah, thanks. You did
Okay.
too. Both of
Oh,
you did so well.
no, no,
Ah,
no.
thanks.
This is we're interviewing
This is
you.
about you.
Oh.
So, you need to brag about Worlds Ready Go.
Oh, yeah. I I I don't know what to say. I, like, won a best time in my 100 free, and I hadn't gone a best time in, like, years, like, a really long
Yeah.
time. So that was
Let's go.
crazy, especially since I felt like I hadn't even been, like, training it as much as I had been at Rice. I was
Mhm.
still training a lot, but I don't know, I think it was just, like, okay, actually, you just needed, like, a mental shift and, like, to take a step back and, like, take the pressure off. Because for me, I don't know about you guys, but, like, I definitely swim best when I'm having fun and, like, not putting any pressure on myself, and I think leading into Paris, I just, like even if when I tried to not, I just, like, put so much pressure on myself. So, it was really nice this year to, like, not have that, and it paid off. And, yeah, and I medaled, and that was great
Yes.
because I, like, didn't
Yeah.
medal in Paris, so, yeah, it was like a comeback season, you know?
Yeah, it was. Holly and I had our little, like, metal plushie dots lined up.
Yes.
It was like an
Oh,
army.
I
Oh,
have mine right here.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
using it as
pull
a
it out.
backrest right now. Look at him, he's so
oh,
cute.
Oh,
wow,
dot.
I thought
So
I think mine are in
cutesy.
my closet.
In your
I don't
closet.
really have.
He's
You
so
can't see
cute.
mine.
He deserves to
I
be out.
know. I know. He's so large, though.
He is large.
He is yeah, he's large, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
That's
you can see
okay.
my bookshelf in the background, can you?
No, but I
My
see there
dot
it
is
No.
is.
up there. Yay!
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Cool. Okay, well, to wrap up the episode, I think OC has a question for you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. So we're gonna ask all of our podcast guests, what's a story from your life that you did not see coming?
Oh, crap. I forgot that you were gonna ask this. I oh, what's a story? I know now I said I was just gonna wing it, and now I'm like, "Ah, I actually can't
Like,
wing
oh,
this."
it could be
Mm,
like, just something dumb. Like, oh, I didn't expect a guy to say my cane looked like a skiing stick or something like that.
oh,
Or
boy.
something, I guess, profound, if you want.
I don't really want something profound. What's something that's happened to me recently? Well, I didn't see this happening that well, in Paris in Paris, we were going on an adventure after we were done swimming. We wanted to go see the world, see Paris, and, um,
Who's
well, the
we?
Paris metro system is not very
Thanks.
accessible, let's say that, because, we somehow got into the station, I think, and then we took the metro, and when we got to the station we were going to, all there was stairs and an escalator. So, what did we decide to what did I say? "Oh, I can do escalators, like, so easy. I've done
You
it
were like,
before."
this is so simple, Grace. You just need to support my back as I'm angled on this escalator.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, "Great, just get behind me and support me and I'll be" Well, I think maybe I need a little more support than I thought I did because Grace was literally, like, holding me up as we're taking the escalator.
No,
I would've
no,
fallen
okay.
to death.
You're like my whole body is pressed into the back of your chair. You're death gripping the railing. I'm death gripping your chair and the railing. And slowly you start slipping backwards into me. Mind you, Keegan's behind me. So you go, I go, Keegan goes, right?
Yeah.
You you were, like, halfway up, and you're like, "Grace, I think I'm slipping." And I was like, "Nah, you're good, girl. Like, you're good, I got you." Knowing full well it could have been so catastrophic. You were
Oh
slipping,
my
babe.
god.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
slipping.
I was, and the funniest thing is I've done that many times since, and the same thing happened, so I should just stop doing
She doesn't
it.
learn.
No, I
Stop with the
don't.
escalators. It was crazy, though, that that metro stop didn't have an elevator. No lift.
Yeah.
No lift. Yeah, this is what you're working on.
Yeah,
That
that's what
moment
I'm
right
working on.
there
Oh, and
led you to your master's.
guys, I wanna start a vlog about my daily travels in the UK
Yes.
in a wheelchair because literally every day is a new story. Like the station I go to, I need a ramp. They need to put a ramp out for me to get on the train because like, yeah, there's a
Oh
step.
gosh.
And literally every day something new. The other day the other day, they need a key to get the ramp. And the other day, the guy is like standing on the edge of the platform, like just like twirling the keys. The keys fall onto the tracks. And then he's like, "Oh." And then I was like, "Oh my god." Like,
There's no
every
way.
day. They act like I have nowhere to be. I'm like, "I'm taking the train for a reason. Like, I have places to be, you guys." So, they're doing their best, but also it's crazy. Every day is something. And then, like, yesterday, what happened? Something like, yeah. I don't even know. And every day is like they just I can't get on the train. I'm always late to class because I never get on the train I think I'm getting on.
Literally,
Whoops.
please start a vlog because I
Yeah,
would watch that every day. That sounds so
I
funny.
should. I really
I
should.
would look forward to your episodes.
I'll be like, "Guys,
Oh my
today,
gosh.
yeah." Like, there's so many times that they get me on the train, and they're supposed to call, like, the next station that I'm going to get the ramp, and then there's
Mhm.
so many times I just show up and there's
And they're
nobody
like,
there. And I'm like,
Oh my
"Okay."
gosh. Perfect.
hello.
Thank you. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
it's great.
Well, we had so much fun recording this episode, and we hope that you guys enjoyed listening to it. We thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Ahalya, for joining us and agreeing to do this.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me.
It's a lot of fun. And see you next time.